Alrighty, guys. So I saw this dumbass clip of some dude talking about how like if you fast for like 12 hours and then go for a run or some retarded shit, you're gonna like lose 5 pounds in one day. And now, if you do whatever the hell he was saying, you may lose 5 pounds, but it's gonna be water weight. Like there's probably not a single person on this planet that can lose 5 pounds of fat in one day. Like I don't, probably not possible. Like physically. Right? Like you can't just lose 5 pounds of body fat in a day. And if you lose 5 pounds of water weight, you might look a little bit nicer depending on your body fat percentage. But like you're not gonna, it's not gonna stay off either. Like I mean, I don't know if you have, yeah, it's probably not gonna stay off anyways. You're gonna eat and it's gonna come back depending on how you eat. Like I don't know what the sodium intake you've got, blah 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 blah. But anyways, my point being is if you want to lose weight, there's just literally probably no way to lose 5 pounds of body fat a day. Because, all right, to lose 1 pound of body fat, you have to be in a deficit of 3,500 calories. So, like, you know, if your baseline BMR, which is base metabolic rate, is 2,500, and you eat 2,000 calories every day, you're in a 500 calorie deficit a day. That means at the end of the week, those 500 times 7 is 3,500. So at the end of one week, you've lost uh, a pound of body fat. It literally takes like a week to lose 1 pound of body fat, depending on how deep your Deficit is. Like obviously you can go deeper and lose more, but ugh, like it takes literally an entire week to lose one. There's just no way you're losing 5 pounds of fat in a day. It's just not gonna happen because you'd have to take 3,500 calories. You'd have to be in a deficit for the entire day of 3,500 calories times 5. I'm retarded. I can't do that math. But that's a shit ton of calories. Like the amount of cardio you would have to do or just general activity would literally kill you. Like there's just no way to get there's just no way to burn that many calories in a day. Like if you're like some insane psycho like Michael Phelps, like maybe you're burning 4,000, 5,000 in a day. So like maybe it's possible for him to lose a single pound of fat. But that's like the genetic elite gigantic motherfuckers who are doing crazy shit. They're maybe able to lose one, maybe a little bit more pound of fat a day, and that would like probably fuck them up. So it's like your stupid ass isn't gonna lose 5 pounds in one day. Like it's dumb. Don't listen to these people. Just eat less. Just put the fork down. All right. Now, obviously, I'm gonna try to give a little bit more information here, because just put the fork down is like not super helpful, right? So look, look, look. This is the scale I use, and this is kind of like step one, right? Um, this is the scale I have. Now, obviously, scales like this aren't super accurate, right? Like, um, they're gonna be off by somewhat. Like, if you go get a DEXA scan, you're gonna get better results. But I'm pretty sure most people are gonna have to pay for a DEXA scan, which, depending on where you live, can be kind of expensive, especially if you're trying to do it regularly. It can be annoying. So, get a scale like this. Is it going to be perfect? No. But it's definitely going to give you some general information. The scale I just showed you, it comes with an app. And when you stand on it and do all the little things, it'll also, give you a rough estimate of your BMR, which is also super helpful because it's going to tell you where your maintenance is so you can, quickly figure out, a deficit instead of sitting there and eating less and less until you start to actually lose weight. And, the scale will also give you important things like your muscle mass, which is like a good way to figure out how much protein you should be eating a day. You should be eating probably about a gram of protein per pound of muscle mass at least. Maybe a little less. Ideally, probably more, just depending on your goals and like, if you're a dude or a girl. I'm gonna be honest, ladies. You've got like zero testosterone. It doesn't really matter what you do. You're never gonna be big unless you do drugs. Like any chick you see online that's like jacked, like jacked, like she's on drugs. You know, I would love for somebody to find me a picture of a natty woman who's not on drugs that's jacked as hell. Like it just doesn't happen, right? Like I would love to see somebody find me a picture of a woman with massive biceps who's also. It's just not gonna happen. All right, like you just don't have the testosterone for it. So you can do everything you want, but your arms are just always gonna be small. All right, but that tangent aside, uh, you know, figure out your BMR. eat less than it. You'll lose weight. It takes time. You just gotta stick to it. You want my solution to being in a deficit? Diet soda. All right. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna eat in an insane deficit. Like if your BMR is 2,500, you want to lose weight fast? Eat 1,500 a day. You'll be fine. Trust me. I've never seen a fat person starve to death. You haven't either. You'll be okay. Eat 1,500 calories a day. Eat a shit ton of chicken. Eat a eat a shit ton of yeah, just eat a shit ton of chicken. Throw some rice, maybe some eggs in there. Um, and then take a ton of pills for your micros. Take calcium, take iron. You'll figure it out. The MyFitnessPal app. Just plug everything you're eating in there. Look at what you're short on. If you're short on iron, take an iron supplement. When you're cutting, you know, make sure you're getting probably like, at least 30 to 50 grams of fat, depending on your body weight a day. Make sure you're getting, per pound of muscle mass, at least, a gram of protein for that. And then fill the rest in with carbs. You're cutting, you're not going to be able to eat as many carbs as you want. It's just not going to happen, all right? And then look, when you get hungry and you've already eaten all your calories, you know what you do? You drink one of these. And if you're still hungry, do you know what you do? You drink another one. And you're probably sitting here like, but Sam, aspartame, diet soda is bad for you. Motherfucker, you know what else is bad for you? Being 300 pounds, all right? Being 30% body fat is bad for you. If you're a woman, I've seen a bunch of varying results, but I'm going to be honest, being a woman sucks. Like, as a guy, I can get down to 3% body fat. Yeah, it's going to fuck my hormones up, but I'll thug it out. As a woman, you get down to 3% body fat, you're cooked. You really, to manage, solid level of health, you just really can't get as lean as a guy can as a woman. And that L plus ratio, But for you dudes out there, just crank these. There's, bro, go outside. You know how much air pollution's out there? Trust me, this isn't worse for you than the frickin' smog outside your house. All right? It's not that bad for you. There are studies done that show you need to drink like 36 of these a day for it to actually start to like have a negative effect on you. Drink 7 of them. You'll be all right. Trust me, you drink 5 of these, you're not hungry anymore. You gotta piss a lot though. You gotta piss a shit ton. But yeah, no. Look, fasting, it's not gonna make you lose weight faster. Carnivore is not gonna make you lose weight faster. Being a vegan, it's not gonna make you lose weight faster. All these diets, I mean, they might have merits here or there for other things, right? It's not gonna make you lose weight faster. Just eat less. Just eat less food. All right. Obviously, once again, macros, micros, figure them out. They're important. Um, you know, hit me up in my DMs if you need help. I guess I'll try to help you out with the macros and micros. It's gonna be a little bit different for every person, especially depending on your goals, right? But at the end of the day, if you're just some fat dude that's like 250 pounds at 5'9", right? Just start eating 1,500 calories a day. I promise you, you're gonna be in a deficit. Eat a shit ton of chicken, rice, and some eggs. You're gonna lose weight. Fill in your micros with some freaking pills. You can see a couple of my pill bottles back there. I take iron, I take calcium, I take potassium. It's good shit. And crank these bad boys. You're gonna lose weight. You're gonna feel better. Ooh, like, what about cardio, man? No, look, cardio for weight loss, it's a waste of your time. All right, it's gonna add to fatigue. So if your goal is to build muscle, it's just gonna make shit harder. And like, I ain't saying doing cardio. Cardio definitely is gonna improve your overall health, right? Like, there's cardiovascular benefits to cardio. However, like, it's just not going to add much to the amount of food you can eat or the amount that ooh, maybe it adds like another 300 per day. Bro, do you really want to run for 30 minutes every day? Come on, no you don't. No you don't. All right, look, I used to be 205 pounds. I was a little bit of a chubby boy, all right? We were just being real. I was like 25% body fat. I was fat, all right? I was a fatty, okay? And now I have abs. I'm like 167, like 9% body fat. I feel fucking amazing. These totally aren't deteriorating my mental state. And look, it's really not that hard. It took me like 6 months to get there. 6, 7 months. I don't really know how long it took me. Less than a year, easy. Less than 8 months probably. All right? I don't know. I'd have to do math, and I'm cooked today. Fuck math. I hate math. I'm retarded. But look, it really doesn't take that long to lose like 40 pounds. All right? If you just put your mind to it and just eat less food. All right? You'll be okay. Eat less food. I'll make another video some other day about why I think cardio is lame as hell. But yeah, eat less food, guys. Stop all the stupid ass diets. Just eat less food. Figure out your BMR. Eat less food. Eat less fucking food.